Hey guys, D1sco here, and I know I'm probably a lot of days late with um this, but I I've been busy, man. Today I'm reacting to the Dead by Daylight update 5.17.5.1 bugfix patch my everything. So this released at 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, February 8. So now I'm recording it of the day of, surprisingly, but this will release after. Oh, okay. So this is what I kind of thought it was. It's just the they pulled a Skull Merchant basically, because when Skull Merchant released like a week later, they gave us updates to her. This is basically that before that last PTV. So hopefully whatever they did with Sadako makes people happy, because people were pissed. And I could understand why when I read it. But anyways, so we're gonna killer. So we're starting with Blight's add-ons, because I guess it looks like they changed two. So the Adrenaline Vial increases maximum rush tokens by 2, increases maximum rush look angle by 20 degrees, decreases rush turn rate by 55%, re-added functionality, so I guess they took that away, but then they gave it back, and increases rush speed by 5%. Doesn't sound like a bad add-on. I'm not a Blight main. I am absolute dog shit as every killer in the game, because I'm the worst Dead by Daylight player of all time! And there's only one other game that I have that title was on YouTube, and or there's only one other game that I've given myself that title of, but yeah, this is, but we don't need to get into that one. And then the Compound 33, which sounded pretty interesting from what I remember. Rush cannot be performed more than 2 times, which is a new functionality. Increases rush turn rate by 33%, slightly adjusted functionality. Increases rush duration by 33%, new functionality. Alright, let's talk about the Hillbilly. So, oh! Oh my god, I'm looking ahead a little bit. The Sadako changes sound so good so far. I'm so excited to read Sadako's changes. They look so good. But anyways, so Hillbilly to change the grease throttle, so it decreases recovery time after using chainsaw by 8%. This effect does not apply while in overdrive, new functionality. So what's the point? Okay, so that add-on you just can't use, but you essentially can't use if you're doing overdrive. So what's the point of equipping the add-on? Because we all know if you're playing Billy right now, you're doing overdrive, because that's the fun one, but whatever. And then the Thompson's mix decreases recovery time after using the chainsaw by 12%. And this effect does not apply on overdrive new functionality either. Okay. Killer adjustments, Sadako, killer power. They removed the condemned cooldown. That right there is game changing. The condemned cooldown was one of the stupidest things, in my opinion, that I thought they did. That was kind of why I was. That's exactly what I thought was the problem with her. Like the locking condemned thing sounded very, if it sounded good, and that was the first change of that one that I read. But then they talked about how her power worked, and it just sounded so bad. But they removed the cooldown, which I feel like is interesting, because I want to say at one point Sadako didn't have a cooldown, but then when they buffed basically how Condemned worked, they gave her a cooldown to kind of counteract that. And then they've gone back and touched her. So I'm so happy I haven't been playing the game at all. In fact, I missed out on at least a day of Lights Out. And by the time I get the video out of me playing my first ever match of Lights Out, because I do want to make a video of that at some point. I don't know when I'll make it, but at some point I want to make it. And then if if magically, if me and Orange end up hanging out, if it happens, I want to film a video with him, And then I definitely want him to try to help me finish the lights out modifier challenges if that works out. But if not, that's fine. If not, I just want to. I do at least want to film my first reactions to it. But yeah, so I hope you guys have been having fun with that because I haven't been playing it all. But the condemned cooldown being removed is huge. Increases the number of condemned stacks that lock in when a survivor is hooked to free was 2. That's another big one, because the whole idea of like you hook a survivor and then you lock in stats, and the fact that stacks due to that you can't get rid of them as easily is kind of crazy and bizarre. Like the idea, like the fact that you now lock in more stacks is pretty crazy. Increase the projection movement speed, boost duration 2 seconds was 1.5. Yeah, why didn't you make that a full second? That's weird, but that's definitely going to be interesting. Increased movement speed while manifesting the 4 meters second was 3.68 meters second. Okay, yeah, so honestly, Sadako got a very good buff in this one. Everything they touched got buffed, and more importantly than that, they fixed the condemned cooldown, and they she locks in more stacks. Like, that's honestly a good change. I wish behavior would do more good changes like that, because it's a lot of the, not every time, but there's quite a number of things that behavior has done where I'm just like disappointed and upset because they're not great changes. But that one's solid. But those are solid. Events modifier lights out will be active from February 7th, 2024, 11 a.m. Eastern, which was yesterday, to as of recording this, to February 14th, 2024, 12 a.m. Eastern, which is yesterday when this releases. A modifier lights out event tome will also open while the modifier is active. Bug fix this. Oh my gosh. The brand new part skill checks no longer award progress for archive quests requiring 16 generated skill checks. Achievements. The Nerves of Steel achievement now properly tracks skill checks. I don't know if I have that achievement or not. I might. I'll have to look. I have a lot of achievements, but not all of them. I'd like to get all of them someday, though. Audio. Fix an issue where the good guy's laugh could overlap the slice and dice scream. Fix an issue that caused no sound to be heard when an invite is accepted. I think I've seen that one a few times. It's very jarring. I know I've had that happen a few times towards the end of the last time I was playing, I believe. I'd press accept, and due to the fact that there's no audio, I was very confused if it worked, because usually you get an audio cue. Fix an issue that caused all the killer sounds to be muted when opening the option menu in-game, at menus in-game. Fix an issue where the end-game collapse bell sound wasn't heard. Bots no longer run away from a killer on a different floor. Characters. Fix an issue where the good guy's wedding dress torso stretches and distorts when selecting the outfit icons. So I guess Tiffany's body has some problems, but they just fixed it, so past problems. Fix an issue that caused the hack to be unable to move in any direction when attacking while carrying survivor. The plague no longer has a 1 second cooldown before being able to attack after performing Battle Purge. Environment/maps. Fix an issue in Shattered Square where blockers prevent the killer from getting to a hook. Fix an issue in Movage Elementary School where items could be hidden under rubble. Fix an issue with the Harvester where bots could get stuck. Fix an issue with the crashed boss. The boss without restart protections. Fix an issue with underground complex entry effect where complex entity effect where clipped near a hook. Fix an issue with dwelling where the nurse could not blink through railings around the house. Anytime nurse gets screwed over, it's a good day to make. Is God, she is hard as hell for me to deal with, but I mean, all these are good so far. Just little fixes to maps, you know, to make sure they work properly. It's always a good thing. Fix an issue to collision on a maze tile in Pale Rose. Fix an issue in the underground complex where the singularity biopods will not stick to the walls properly. Fix an issue in Area of Crows where the Demogorgon could shred through different obstacles from the... Fix an issue in Shattered Square where an invisible collision was blocking the player's navigations. Fix an issue where an unready survivor could switch to the killer role when attempting to start trial and custom matches. Perks. Fix an issue that caused the healing speed buff for Sequel of Healing not to apply when the med kit runs out of charge while healing. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, so I think there is something to do with medkits and Circle of Healing now. Well, there always kind of was, but medkits got changed to be less powerful, or not less powerful, but less powerful with healing yourself. More powerful if you're healing others, less powerful if you're healing yourself. And Circle of Healing got changed the same way. You can no longer heal yourself, but you can heal others. So from my understanding, if you combine the two, healing was like dummy fast if you were healing someone, because you can't combine Circle of Healing with a medkit when you heal yourself. Because Circle of Healing doesn't work like that anymore. So that's definitely a good fix. The Save the Best for Last perk now correctly grants 4% decreased attack cooldown instead of 5%. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be 4% because it not 5%. I mean, okay, that's... Oh, that got fixed. The Champion of Light perk, which is Alan Lake, who I do not have still, properly grants the hindered effect when the killer is blinded while carrying a survivor. Okay, well now it's properly fixed, so that's good. And finally, the UI. Fix missing SFX when a player joins or leaves a party. Fix an unresponsive daily rituals button in the main menu when coming back from a killer lobby or the archives. Fix an issue where the cursor could not be visible / movable. And that's all that there is to this one. So, final thoughts. Thank God they fixed Sadako. The Sadako changes, in my opinion, they were huge. I'm so happy she's fixed because I like Sadako, Orange likes Sadako. I absolute dog shit in terms of playing Sadako, but I really enjoy the character. I enjoy what they're like what she does. I enjoy her outfits. I enjoy seeing her gameplay of her a lot. I enjoy the character a lot, even though I'm absolutely dog shit at playing them. I really do enjoy the character. So it was very upsetting to both of us, and especially Orange, because she was getting changed like shortly after he started playing her last rework. And in some ways, I am happy that Orange's computer is broken, so he didn't have to deal with the really bad Sadako change there for a week. But once I'm done recording this video, I will let him know that Sadako just got buffed in a great way, because she did. As for the other two, who were just add-ons, Blights didn't sound terrible. Blight sounded pretty solid, although I'm not a Blight main, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Billy, however, Billy was interesting because they removed those two add-ons abilities to work with Overdrive. And I think that's interesting to get normal non-Overdrive Billy better. I'm not disagreeing that's a bad thing, but it is interesting because Overdrive is kind of, well, it's kind of the appeal of Billy right now. So removing add-ons from that is definitely interesting. The perks, honestly, I mean, everything else was just little tweaks and changes. There's not a whole lot to go over there. But the game, is better. A lot of issues are fixed. And some of those little fixes are definitely very good, even if they're just little changes. But the main free changes, being the free killers that got stuff recently, were honestly very good. Very solid changes in this one. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, do all the algorithmic garbage. It helps us out a lot, and it means a lot to us. We don't get comments super often, so we do read all the ones we receive. Not saying anyone's gonna get this far, because rarely do people get through the video bars. I had a video talking about the hotfix, which was the last Dead by Daylight change before this one that got absolutely 0 views, basically. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. I should have a video on the Lights Out game mode either already out by the time this comes out or coming out soon. I'm undecided yet because I haven't played it yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Boo. Boo.